So what is going on, guys? My name is Zero and welcome back to another Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville video here today on my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the location of every single golden gnome in Weirding Woods. That means you guys can watch this video to be able to get all of the golden gnomes without needing to spend marshmallows on the maps. But also, I do want to let you know that I have already got videos on all of the golden gnomes and diamond gnomes from Town Center, and tomorrow we'll have a video on the diamond gnomes as well. So if you guys haven't already checked those videos out, make sure you do so, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you do click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. But anyway, let's get straight in with today's video. Click the link down in the description to Instant Gaming to get yourself some amazing discounts on some amazing games. So the first gnome is found right where you spawn in, just to the right. If you head over to this location, you'll see a button which you can shoot, and once you do that, a golden gnome will appear on this rock. Just a little bit further down from the gnome we just collected, there is a little cabin which has a pie on the outside of a window. If you eat this pie, a golden gnome will appear. For the third gnome, we need to jump on top of the bridge to start chasing the third golden gnome. What you need to do is chase this until you have collected every single catch the gnome that you need to, and then you will be able to collect it. The fourth golden gnome is down by the beach. If we head down here to this location, you will see a button which you can shoot just across the water. If you shoot it, a golden gnome will appear in front of you. The fifth golden gnome is found just round the corner, and I actually use this tent to jump up on top of this ledge, and then if you turn around, you will see a button. Once you hit this button, a gnomelith will appear. You need to insert 10 marshmallows and then jump across this obstacle course to be able to grab the gnome. Directly next to where you just collected that gnome, there is a tall tower with a tent on top of it. Now, the way I found the best method to get on top of this tent is jump onto this rock here and use the Foot Soldier's rocket launcher ability to be able to jump up on top of the tent and collect the gnome. The next gnome is found on this little hill here, and you should be able to find a button. Once you have done that, 2 gnome towers will appear, and you need to spin the symbols around until a matching symbol is facing each other. Once that's done, the towers will sink into the ground and the golden gnome will appear. And the final gnome that you will find in camp near a lake is right here next to this burning fire. What you need to do is spend 200 marshmallows on the burning fire to make the 8th golden gnome appear. Now we're slowly making our way down to the Z-Tech factory. The first golden gnome that we're going to be taking a look at is actually to do with completing the main story quest. So what you're going to need to do is complete the main story quest, get yourself the record or the radio to be able to soothe Dreadwood and put him to sleep. Once you've done that, you can actually shoot those like yellow heart things, which is going to make these roots disappear and allow you to collect the 9th golden gnome. The 10th gnome here is actually right next to where we just collected a 9th one. This was actually probably the most difficult button and gnome to collect. Now, it took me a very long time to find this button, but I managed to find it when I was jumping around, and you can see it's right here on the side of this building. Once you do shoot it, another gnomelith will appear. Once you insert 10 marshmallows, you will need to defeat 15 gnomes in the given time. If you do destroy gnomes, you will get more time. Once you've destroyed all 15 of the gnomes, you will have a kind of like gnome boss that will appear, or a gnome champion, and you need to destroy him in the time slot, but you can still continue to destroy normal gnomes to give yourself more times. I personally find Space Cadet with his Crater Maker is a great ability to use, but once you have defeated the gnome champion, a golden gnome will appear on top of the gnomeleth that you entered the marshmallows into. The 11th gnome is found actually off the map a little bit. If you stand here, you can see a golden gnome on a stone platform. I found the best way to get this gnome as a character is play a Super Brains and jump off, use your kind of like launch into the air ability, and you will be able to collect this golden gnome. However, a little bit later on, I found a button in the Z-Tech factory which turns on one of those fans, and if you jump on this fan, it will actually send you directly to the golden gnome. So that's a much easier way to get the gnome. The 12th gnome is found right next to Tim, where they worship a dummy. To the left of the dummy, you will be able to find the golden gnome. The 13th gnome is found behind the Z-Tech factory under a bridge. You will be able to see a button that you can shoot. Once you do this, another gnomeleth will appear. Once you enter 10 tacos, you will have to defend this circle without letting 5 explosive gnomes into this location. Once it has been completed and the time has run down to 0, a golden gnome will appear on top of the gnomeleth for you to collect. The next gnome is found just as you're coming out of Z-Tech factory near the railway station. If you head to your right, you will see a broken wall with a button behind it. If you shoot this button, a golden gnome will appear on top of this green crate. The 15th gnome is found inside of the train. If you collect it, you are going to then need to chase a bunch of gnomes through the trains and then back through the swamp to be able to collect it. The 16th gnome is found actually on top of a train just towards the end of the carriage. So if you're heading into where the secret gnome shrine is, just above the train to get into the shrine, you can jump on top of there, and behind the fence you will find a golden gnome. The 17th gnome is actually found in a bird's nest. Now, I initially found it a much more difficult way. I found it by jumping on top of a tree with Space Cadet and then double jumping onto the nest. However, you can actually, as soon as you've gone through the gnome shrine, hit one of those buttons again, which is going to turn a fan on, and that's going to launch you next to a chest on a ledge next to the tree. Now, what you need to do is jump to the left a couple of ledges, and then you will be able to collect the golden gnome from the nest. Once you've collected the golden gnome from the nest, there will be a truck in front of you that you can jump on top of. If you jump on top of this truck, the tree in front of you then will also have some like stone ledges on it. If you jump on these stone ledges and make your way around, you will be able to find another golden gnome. The next golden gnome is found once you have completed most of the main quest line. You need to once again activate the radio to be able to put Dreadwood to sleep. Destroy the glowing heart here so that the area will be unlocked, and once you do head into here, you will need to climb up to the top of this location. Hit the button, which is going to spawn 6 gnome shrines at the bottom, which have symbols on them. You need to match all 6 symbols so that they're all matching, and then the golden gnome will appear. The 20th gnome is another Chase the Gnome, and just as soon as you come out of where we collected the last gnome, if you head above you, you will be able to see the golden gnome, which can be collected on a red container. Once you have chased down the gnome, the golden gnome will be yours. The next golden gnome is found just to the right side of the red building in Stirring Swamp. If you head into the building though, just above where the little imp character is, you will see a button. Once you shoot the button, a gnomeleth will appear out of the ground. If you give that 10 marshmallows, you will have to then destroy the shooty gnomes only. I find Super Brains to be a good method to use for this challenge, and once you've destroyed the shooty gnomes only, then the golden gnome will be yours, which will appear on top of the gnomeleth. The 22nd golden gnome is found actually in a dirt pile in the Stirring Swamp. So just to the right of the gnome that we just collected, you will be able to see a dirt pile in the swamp. However, it might be a little bit difficult if there's a dreadroot attacking you. So there's two things you can do. The first one is you can destroy the dreadroot and then quickly dig up the gnome. And the second method is once again activating the radio, which will put dreadwood to sleep, meaning that no dreadroots should spawn. Once you do dig up the gnome though, you can collect it, and that is your 22nd gnome. The 23rd gnome is found just above where we dug up the last gnome. If you use Super Brains, you can actually jump up on top of the platform, make your way along the train, and then you will see a button that you can shoot. If you shoot this button, a golden gnome will appear, and that is your 23rd golden gnome. And the 24th and final golden gnome is found right next to the lake that you need to jump across, otherwise you're going to die into it. If you actually look across the lake, you will see a button that you can shoot. That's then going to activate 4 shrines to appear, which have symbols on them. You have 2 on one side of the lake and 2 on the other side of the lake, and what you're going to need to do is match these symbols across the lake. So you're going to need to press the buttons to activate the fans to be able to jump back and forth to make sure all of the symbols do match. Once they have matched, a golden gnome will appear at the edge of the lake, and that is the 24th golden gnome, and now you can go and collect your rewards. So if you haven't already talked to the phone can be found near camp near a lake, and once you have collected at least 1 golden gnome, you will be able to locate the shrine. Once you do this and you have all 24 golden gnomes, you can collect 2 rewards from the chest. The first one gives you Greed Eternal Punches for your victory slab, and also 50,000 coins. And the second one gives you the Persnickety victory slab and 50,000 coins as well. So those are all the golden gnomes in Weirding Woods. Hopefully you guys did find today's video helpful. If you did, make sure you do drop a like down below. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Zero, and I will catch you all in another video.